Hey, this is Ana-Christina. I thought I would stop in the middle of my walk. I pulled over in a park right next to the highway. And I just thought I'd tell you about a story. Something that happened yesterday. I rode my motorcycle across town with Wilson. We went to my oldest son's martial arts gym. And they were having what's called a smoker match. And a smoker match is where you get to practice. You get to practice your martial arts and against people that are similar skill, similar weight. And we got there late, so it was really loud and we didn't really know what was going on. Took off our gear, sat down, grabbed a seat, saw my son, went and talked to him, and we watched some of the matches. So these matches are not for points. They are literally for experience. So what he explained later is it's really cool because you get to get in front of people that you don't know who your opponent is. It's an unknown opponent. And you get to see what it's like to be in front of a crowd and under the pressure, people calling out your name and stuff. So there's a crowd of people around you, no points. And basically you're doing it for practice. So part of what happened was late in the day, there was the last fight. My son came back to talk to us because he had been helping the fighters get ready. He wasn't competing. And one of the guys was just getting smacked. He was just getting smashed. Young guy, slim guy, built but slim. And I said, Colin, is he from your gym? He goes, yeah, he is. And I go, man, what's his name? And he goes, this is his name, da 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 da. And he just doesn't defend very well. I'm like, he's taking hits like crazy. What's going on? He's not kicking back. He's not defending. What's going on? He's taking a lot of body blows. And he even got like a timeout, like 10-second timeout to make sure he's okay. The ref stopped it for a little while. And I'm just like, Colin, what's going on? Why isn't he hitting back? Why isn't he fighting? And Colin says, well, he's just not used to it. He has kind of I've trained with him a lot. He's just not, he's more defensive. He's not offensive enough. We've been trying to work with him on that. I said, okay. And he's just taking hits. He's taking hits. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, Colin, why isn't he fighting back? And Colin leans into me. He gets kind of a funny face. He leans in and he says, Mom, he's fighting 2 kinds of cancer. And I'll tell you what, when I heard that, my mama bear comes out and I start screaming for this kid. I start yelling for this kid. He just got smashed, man. And at the end of the fight, they raised both people's arms. Again, it's not for points. It's not for win or loser. It's for the experience. And at lunch, we went to lunch with Colin afterwards. And I said, Colin, what's up with that kid, man? Tell me a little bit. He goes, well, he has thyroid cancer and then they found lymphoma. And he's undergoing chemo, and today was a bad day, Mom. He was in a lot of pain. And I thought, wow, this guy's fighting an opponent, and it wasn't the guy in the ring, was it? Something else altogether. So it made me think about 3 things. I'm on this walk, and I started thinking about that yesterday, and I'm thinking about 3 things, and I'm saying, here's the deal. Number 1, you need to know what you stand for. You need to know what you believe. You need to take the time, you need to make the time to know what you believe and know what you stand for. Number 2, you need to train harder than your anticipated fight. You don't know where the fight's coming from. You don't know if it's coming head on, blindside, or from the back. You have battles that hit you in your relationships, in your finances, in your career, in your spirituality, in your family, in your health. You have battles that are going to hit in your life. You need to practice harder than the anticipated opponent. You need to be practicing harder. You need to train harder. So number 1, you need to know what you believe. You need to know what you stand for. Number 2, you need to practice harder than the anticipated opponent. And number 3, and I can't say this enough, you get back up. You get back up every single time. Japanese have this proverb, and I don't know the exact words, but it's basically fall down 7, get back up 8. Fall down 7, get back up 8. Doesn't matter what is going on in your life, there are tools and there are resources around you to help you get back up, to help you begin again. And you start where you are. You begin where you are. There are tools and resources around you to help you on each and every one of these steps. You have people, you have nutrition, you have sleep, you have tools, you have ideas, you have the internet to research, you have professionals and experts around you, you have your faith, you have your strength, and you get back up every time. Number 1, know what you believe in, know what you stand for. Number 2, you practice harder than the anticipated fight. You train harder. And number 3, you get back up. This is Ana-Christina. Be strong, be confident, be radically resilient.